I think we were all pretty surprised when we found out that Axl Rose was going to be fronting ACDC. But here we are 2 years later, and Axl Rose is going to continue to front ACDC, not only on tour, but also in a recording studio. That's right, new music coming from ACDC. This according to Murray Englehart, who is an ACDC biographer. So by all accounts, and again, there's been a couple of other people too that have heard this from the band. Angus Young is going to keep rolling. You know, despite not having Brian, despite the passing of Malcolm, Angus Young wants to continue ACDC and wants to roll them out. Now, Guns N' Roses has some dates lined up for Europe this summer. But Angus wants to go, so apparently Axl Rose is going to do double duty once again, and he's going to take AC/DC out on the road. But there are also some plans to record some music. Englehart wrote on Facebook, quote, "Speculate all you want, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. AC/DC will continue with Axl on vocals. New album, new touring, the whole 9 yards. What a massive gamble by Angus turned out to be an equally enormous triumph that has set the scene for the future." AC/DC or Axl Rose have not commented on this whatsoever, but it seems to make a lot of sense since we heard nothing but good things about the tour that they did together back in 2016. Axl Rose showed up on time. He sounded the part, wasn't doing an impression whatsoever of AC/DC music, was kind of being himself, but his voice nowadays very raspy, so kind of fits the mold for AC/DC. And apparently the shows were the band sounded great and was all electric. So that's the report this morning. Angus Young wants to continue to go. He'll hire new musicians, they say. He'll bring Axl Rose with him, and they'll go out and tour. Now, I don't know what'll come first, the album or the tour, but as you can remember, the fact that Axl was going to join AC/DC to begin with was kept very hush-hush for a very long time. We didn't find out till very late in that game. I think there was just like 1 or 2 reports of them meeting before it was actually announced that Axl would go out on the road with AC/DC. I mean, I'm amazed. Here's a guy who would show up 3 hours late to Guns N' Roses shows, and now he's doing Guns N' Roses and AC/DC and showing up on time and sounding amazing. Who knew we'd ever live in a world where Axl Rose would mature? Axl Rose would become a responsible individual. I hear he's going to start recording PSAs about responsibility. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good.